All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on with us today. I am Joe Martinez, the founder and CEO of IX Global, and I want to welcome you to our call today. If you are on the live Zoom with us right now, you do have the option to go over to Hindi or to Spanish, okay? If you are on the YouTube live or on any of our other social media platforms out there, you will only see or only hear my voice, see me, and hear me in English, okay? So with that being said, guys, this is our global call. If you guys have not been to one of our global calls, this is where we get the information out to you guys directly, so you guys can hear from us, you guys can see us, you guys can know what's going on at corporate, and we do this on a weekly basis, okay? We have our usual format, and one of the things that we like to share, that I like to share with you guys, is our purpose. When we founded this company, we founded it on 3 core values. That's to innovate, inspire, and impact. And what we did is we turned that into our mission statement as well. We want to innovate, inspire, and impact your life through technology, through education, through tools, and through community, where we can help you find a better way. Whether that's in your relationships, whether that's in your finances, whether that's in your spiritual life, whether that's in your mindset or the skill sets that you're developing, right? So this is our purpose: innovate, inspire, and impact. That's why we are here when we founded the company 3.5 years ago, okay? Now, with all that being said, I do have to go through some of this legal disclaimers here, just so everybody is aware. IX Global is not an investment advisor or a financial advisor. That includes any of the officers, directors, employees, freelancers, okay? All of the information that's in our platform is used as is. We cannot guarantee it. We cannot guarantee you any type of result from any of the information, technology, tools, or just for being part of the community does not mean you're going to have any type of guaranteed income, okay? Now, what we do offer, as far as a company, we offer education, we offer software, hardware, tools, and community, okay? We ask everybody to do your own research. Do not take your sponsor, your upline, don't take my word for it. Do your own research on what you're getting involved in. A portion of what we do inside of IX is we are a publisher for financial markets. And when you get involved in any financial market, it does involve risk of loss. So you could lose money by utilizing any financial market. It doesn't matter if it's cryptocurrencies or stock market or anything like that. As well, like I already said, we cannot guarantee you any type of income or result. And what we always recommend down at the bottom, never borrow money to get involved, and also never invest money you cannot afford to lose. A lot of people get their hopes and dreams built up. And I want you guys to understand that you need to have a little bit of breathing room. You need to have a little bit of flexibility. You need to make sure that you are making the right decisions for yourself and for your family before you get involved with IX or any of the financial markets in which we work, okay? So with all that being said, like I said, we are a publisher of financial newsletter alerts. That's one of the core services of the company. And these educational services are provided in different markets, from foreign exchange, currency, to stocks, to digital currencies or cryptocurrencies, okay? Every one of these markets does involve risk of loss, and past performance is not indicative of future results. So how does this work? Well, you get a notification to your phone when you are subscribed to us of a certain, educational trade opportunity, when to get in, when to get out of the market, okay? And we work in different, what I call arenas, or different financial markets. Forex is Forex is fiat currencies, okay, currency trading. And in that market, we did 5,298 total pips for the week. Binary options, we had a 79% win rate, and our synthetic indices, a 90% win rate for the week. So amazing results on that. In our India Markets Pro, we had no trades for the week. So, and in cryptocurrency, we're just kind of laying low on crypto right now in general. Okay. So amazing results out there. Our Brazil Forex is a majority of that. Brazil FX channel, 5 wins, 0 losses, 100% win rate, 3,300 pips for the week. As well, in synthetic indices basic, okay, for the synthetic IN, 11 wins, 0 losses, 100% win rate, in our synthetic trading as well on the basic. So just some amazing results there. Guys, also remember, past performance does not guarantee future results. Just because our traders had a great week this week does not mean they can't have a bad week next week. It's all about market conditions. It's all about fundamental news. There's a lot of factors that we cannot control. But what you can control is your education and your risk management. That is the two things that I ask you guys to do. Go through and get educated, understand your mindset of patience and discipline, and then go out there and start taking the trades, okay? Now, moving into our updates for this week, we have a few things that we want to highlight this week. Again, these are just a couple things that have been repeated the last couple weeks, but just in case you missed it, we do have a new official slide deck and ambassador compensation plan out there. So go ahead and download those, replace any previous versions out there, okay? We also have made changes to the membership packs in the comp plan. We're not going to be discussing that in the upcoming slides, but just make sure you were aware of the new pricing, the new compensation, and the new marketing decks. This week as well, we added K-Trading, which is our Korean trading education on demand and live sessions. We have some amazing things happening out in Korea. So I want to thank, everybody that's out in Korea for all the hard work, for all the dedication, for everything that they're putting into that. Now, one thing that I want to mention real quick that is not on this slide, and this is very, very, very important, guys, okay? So listen to me. You guys hearing me over there? This week, and maybe even by this afternoon, we will have our credit card processors back online in the back office. To me, that's pretty big news. I don't know if any of you guys are going to get excited about that, but getting our credit card processor back, we do have a preliminary or a draft agreement in with the SEC. So it looks like IX will be back to normal operations before the middle of this month, okay? I don't want to give out any of the exact details on the agreement in place right now. However, I will tell you this, by the middle of this month, IX will be up and operating within the US. And to me, that's just amazing, right? So we'll have credit card processors on. We'll have the ability to pay out commissions. And we'll even have the ability, guys, guess what? I'm going to do it even better for somebody in the US. We will have the ability to pay out via banks as well. So we will have that coming online. That might take a couple more weeks, but we will have that done by the end of the month. Okay, guys? So credit card processors back on, preliminary draft agreement in with the SEC. To me, this is great news. Okay, this is great, 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 great news. So we have a lot of news that will be coming. I cannot speak for what's going on the debt side. I do know they are working diligently on everything. I do know they are working very hard on overcoming the allegations set forth by the SEC. However, I don't have any of the information that I could give you guys. So I don't want to put any words in their mouths or the SEC's mouth. I just do not know at this point, okay? I'll speak for us. We will have our credit card processor back on. We'll have our corporate bank accounts. We'll have the ability to pay out on any new commissions moving forward. So just great, great, great news, guys, all the way around. We will be up and operating 100% over the next couple weeks, okay? So with that, like I said, we do have our new memberships and benefits. We've slimmed down to just 2 packages right now. The basic membership at $65 and our pro membership at $135, okay? We do have a couple additional financial newsletter channels that can be purchased for add-on, from IX Alpha to Continental and Legacy Pro and so on, okay? As well, just by way of announcement, the IX Academy schedules, meaning live trading sessions or educational sessions, are in the back office. Go in, download them. They are divided by language, from Spanish to Portuguese to English. Go ahead, download those, and we'll get you all of the information that you guys need there. So, all right, like I said, guys, about 4 weeks ago, the plan is set: improvise, adapt, and overcome. And that's what we've been doing the last 4 weeks. And in the last 4 weeks, we have now laid out our case. We have laid out all our information. We have given and complied with all of the discovery requirements. And I think the results are showing. We now have draft stipulations in place with the SEC to continue operating, and we will continue operating IX Global around the world, and specifically in the US. So to me, that's great news. We will continue to work on this plan, improvise, adapt, and overcome. We will continue to do the best we can to ensure you guys have your commissions, you have them on time, you have good products, and we're keeping the lights on for you guys here, okay? Now, really quickly, we got some cool stuff going on as far as their ecosystem, okay? Our ecosystem is really, popping right now is the word I'll use. We do have a new call, Transformational Tuesdays, okay? Transformational Tuesdays. This is available for absolutely everybody, okay? Normally, this is reserved for only the Legacy Pro Academy. However, for the next few weeks, we're going to be making it open to everybody. Transformational Tuesdays, hosted by my good friend and mentor, John Tellerico, the Million in You. If you are looking for a place where you can excel, where you can break through limits, maybe those are, mindset limits that you have. Maybe they're skill set limits that you have. Maybe they're personal limits that you may have. Get on these calls, interact with John, interact with the community, and you're going to find that this will help you grow personally and professionally. All right. As well as you guys know, we do have our IX 2.0 event coming up here, September 15th through the 19th, somewhere in the mountains of Utah. I love that. If you guys know me, I love the mountains. It is already snowing here in Utah. We got our first snow this last weekend, and so we're super excited. One of the things that I wanted you guys to know is that we will have a special guest speaker there as well. And for anybody that is in the U.S., it is I would say the Mr. Ed Milet, the famous podcaster. Ed is a very successful entrepreneur, has made over $450 million in his career, and got his start in direct sales as well. He is a very famous podcaster right now, top 10 podcaster in the world, I believe, top 5 in the US. If you guys have not listened to his podcast out there, the Ed Milet Show, I highly recommend it. It's available on all of the streaming services out there, from Spotify to podcast, everything, YouTube. So check it out. Mr. Ed Milet will be with us at this leadership retreat coming up September 15th through the 19th. All right. So where are we at right now? Well, as you guys know, this last week, we finalized the CEO Challenge. The CEO Challenge, for those of you guys who do not know what it is our personal development, mental fitness, mental toughness challenge, okay? And what we did is back in the Dominican Republic at our last Awaken, I set forth a challenge to anybody in the company that followed a few requirements and could beat me personally, that's why it's called the CEO Challenge, could beat me, would take home a prize. And what we did is we put up $100,000 for this prize. And what we were going to do is we're going to divide it among the top 5. Well, what I ended up doing is I ended up doing something a little bit different. Obviously, with the approval of all of the participants in the CEO Challenge, we went ahead and got approval. We took a vote on it, if you will, and we made some modifications to the prizes and to the CEO Challenge, okay? So what we're going to do next, guys, is it's going to be a little bit interactive here, so we might have some stuff come up. I'm going to also ask if Ozzy, if you're on board with us right now, if you can do me a favor and help me start getting some of the people over to as panelists so we can get some of our guest speakers on. Before we get the guest speakers on, guys, I want to go through and recognize everybody that is taking home a prize in the CEO Challenge. So what we've done, instead of awarding the prizes only to the top 5, we did it to the top 25, okay? So how did we do this? Well, obviously, it was based on points. These are not all of the results here, but if you see your name on the screen right now, Caroline Wisely, Prashad, Priti, Priyanka, Jennifer, Nilish, Tony, Michelle, Don, Ranveer, Shruarp, Jason, Flaherty Incorporated, Mr. Jeff Trillionaire, Jessica Taylor, Betsy, Amy, Bob, Scott, Aaron. Every single one of you guys is taking home a prize, okay? Everybody from the bottom on up that participated and endured to the end. That was the requirement, guys. Endure to the end. What does that mean? That means being the last person standing. That's all it is. Success in business, success in life, success in anything is just being the last one standing. When I got started as an entrepreneur 15 years ago, I started with a group of 5 friends. I am the only one, maybe not the only one, but I am one of the only ones that is continuing to do this business correctly, consistently. And my mentor taught me long enough, and that is enduring to the end. Every single day, doing the things that you need to. That's discipline. That's enduring to the end, whether you like it or not, okay? And these people, these CEO challengers, as I like to call them, have shown, okay, that they can endure to the end, that they were present, that they were able to go through and track their habits, that they got on the weekly calls, that they participated, okay? So I want to congratulate everybody out there that is taking home a prize. I also do want to do a special recognition here. Like I said, this is not all of them. I do want to recognize our next 3 lovely, lovely ladies. The first one I'm going to recognize is Miss Flor out of Peru. Flor is on we'll call it a 3-way first place tie. So Flor Jimenez is our first place winner out of Latin America. That prize is a $25,000 prize. So Flor, congratulations. Thank you so much. All of your participation, all of your words, all of the inspiration that you gave us through your posts, through your consistency, and not only during the challenge, but after the challenge. That's one of the things that I want you guys to understand is just because the challenge has stopped does not mean the habits that you created are going to stop. That means the new business ideas that you have, you're going to have those now for the rest of your life. And Flor demonstrates exactly what it means to be consistent and enduring to the end. So Flor, thank you, thank you, thank you. Up next, we have our Miss Conqueror here, Miss Rachna. Thank you so much as well. Taking home our first place tie, $25,000 as well. Amazing job for everything that you did. I know right now you are, going through and preparing to become a mother, and the challenge that must have been. I know becoming a mother, becoming parents is not easy. It is a transformation that your body and your mindset is having to adapt to very quickly. And all I can say about Rachna is she was always there. Consistency was the key. And leading her team during the challenge, and leading her team during her pregnancy, and leading her family during this whole process. It's been an absolute amazing privilege to be able to get to hear from you on a weekly basis, Rachna. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Okay. Now, up next, we got one more lovely lady here, Miss Dalu, as well from Peru, taking home our first place prize money, again, in a 3-way split, $25,000 to Miss Dalu. I've gotten to know Dalu over the last, I think it's been about a year and a half now. And the one thing I absolutely love about Dalu is her directness and her ability to lead, right? When you think about a leader, yes, you think, well, you got to respect them because they're in a position. No, Dalu leads with authority. Leads because she knows what she's doing. She has the skill set. She has the mindset, and she pushes her people to do better each and every day. And she demonstrated that during the CEO challenge every single day. She had high points. She had low points. She got married during the CEO challenge. So that was a life change for her. We've gone through this last 4 or 5 weeks together with the complaint from the US government as well. And she's been there in the good times and the bad times. And that to me demonstrates the characters of a leader and the characters of loyalty, which are the most important to me. Now, moving on really quickly here from our three-way split tie for our first prize, we got up next in our second place winner, Miss Shalini Dubey. Shalini, thank you so much for participating in our CEO challenge. Shalini has just brought so much wisdom, so much, I would say, culture to the CEO challenge and the CEO calls on a weekly basis. So I want to thank you for your participation. Thank you for everything that you did for the community, the accountability, for all the help that you brought to the Hindi community. Ms. Shalini, thank you so much for that. Taking home second place, $10,000 prize. Amazing, amazing job there. Okay, thank you. All right, up next, we got our third place winner here, Miss Boomy Moore. Miss Boomy is taking home a $10,000 prize. Boomy, it's been amazing to get to know you over the course of the last 90 days. And I remember when we were out in the DR and you were sitting there with Mr. Jeff and we were talking and game planning. And it's just been everything that you said you were going to do, you've done. You are an example of leadership. You are just a great person, and I believe that you will become one of the greats within this industry with time and growth. So Boomy, congratulations, taking home third place there. And guys, really quickly, up next we have what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in our testimonials. So I wanna start bringing online. Ozzy, if you can give me a help there, bring online some of our testimonials, and we'll go ahead and get started. Flor, Rachna, and Dalu. There we are. Perfect. Guys, if you want, Dalu, I'll start with you just because I see you on the screen first. I don't know, and you're in Cancun. I'm so jealous right now. Take 2 minutes, if you will, and let's go on and, give a testimonial of what you learned in the CEO challenge, what are your thoughts and anything that you really want to share with the group here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. I was talking right now with my husband. We are here in Cancun in our honeymoon. And you always give us more than what we expected. That's amazing for a leader. We talked less than a week ago about how we were going to give these prizes away, and we had something in mind, and you give us more. That for me, it's amazing. I actually don't like surprises, but this one I really love. So it's amazing for me. These last 90 days, I got engaged with Kali. I got married with him. We moved to a new home. That's in our, in our life change. It was amazing, but also our business. We've been making lots of money through trading, and all of that we learned in the IX Global family. We a year and a half ago when we started IX Global, we didn't know about anything about trading, anything. Yesterday, Kali made $500 in our team marathon, so it was amazing. Yesterday, I went to sleep with a trade made from the Brazilian crypto thing. And I made $50 when I wake up. So it's amazing. We almost paid half of a trip yesterday with trades made with IX Global. So money's been coming so good. We paid our wedding without any debt. That's amazing because everybody gets married and then they have to pay the marriage, and we paid it in the income we made that month. And I think the CEO challenge has made us a little bit more balanced in our emotions, in our lives, in our financial skills. And I think it's been amazing. Everybody should get to know how to train themselves, because when we started this challenge, Joe taught us how to speak and make a declaration in 2 minutes. And I told you I was going to be published in Amazon, my third book. Well, I finished writing it already. I'm going to come back to publish it in Amazon. And it was about one of the worst things that happened to me. And that was when we lost our baby. And I think it's going to help a lot of women and a lot of women in here. So thank you so much, Joe. I don't know if my husband wants to say something, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, IX Global. This is a dream come true. This is grateful for everyone in IX. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
See you soon in Utah.
See you soon. Excited. All right, Miss Rachna, you want to come up next, please? Thank you, Dalu. Rachna, I'll give you 2 minutes. Whatever you want to share.
Yes. So thank you so much, Joseph, sir, for having me over to share my experience with the CEO Challenge and my thoughts about the Living the Legacy program. So as Bob Proctor says, fear and faith are the two things that make you believe in something that you cannot see, you actually choose. So this is exactly how I started my journey of 90 days of transformation. I chose faith over fear. So why did I have fear? Rightly because of the dynamics in the market. My business was on the verge of collapsing. And you can imagine the situation. I had to actually empty my back office payout to sign up for this course. And you can imagine the situation wherein all my chips are on the table. And yet I felt that I need to do this one last time. Majorly because of two reasons. Because my husband had the faith in me that I can just not only do this challenge, but also stand a chance to win it. And at the same time, I had the faith in myself that towards the end of this program, I might find the missing piece for the puzzle of my business or life in general. And when I started with this 90 days transformation challenge, I was somewhere around in the 5th month of my pregnancy. And today, as we culminate this program, I am in the 9th month of my pregnancy. Towards the end of this challenge, or rather, I would say in this entire journey, I considered myself at par with all the other challengers. I never allowed my situation, be it financial, mental, physical, or familial, to become a hindrance in doing the things that I was supposed to do, be it attending the weekly calls or being accountable for every activity that we were supposed to do on daily or weekly basis, right? So if a woman like me, if an ordinary woman like me who is bearing a child can do this and win the challenge, then anyone in this world can become a part of this program and enrich their lives through this, right? And I am so glad that we have now introduced this program as as an ecosystem of IX Global. Now, if you are someone who is wanting to achieve greater success in less time, then definitely this program is for you, because it will give you the 13 secrets, 13 known secrets that can help you bring abundance and prosperity in your life. Through this program, you get to know people like John Talarico, who is a mastermind, leaders like Joseph Sir, and you get access to the wisdom from legends like Bob Proctor, which definitely help you enhance your life in all aspects, be it your business, be it your personal life. And before ending my talk, I would like to express my gratitude towards Joseph Sir, because through this program, you have enriched not just one life, but two lives, because my little one was with me throughout this journey. And Joseph Sir, we appreciate your leadership and we stand strong with you today and tomorrow. And just 2 lines in Hindi for my fellow IXians in India. IX Global ने पिछले 3 साल में काफी लोगों की लाइफ बेहतरीन बनाई है. इस वक्त हमें सिर्फ ये चूज करना है कि हम डर का साथ देते हैं या फिर फेथ का. With that being said, thank you so much, Joseph sir, for giving me a chance to share my ideas. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, up next, and I don't want to be abusing the guys, so guys, you're coming up next. But I want to get Miss Caroline on here real quick. And Caroline, can you go give us 2 minutes? You know, what was your favorite thing about the CEO challenge? I know you might need more than 2 minutes, but that's all I got on the clock for you. So I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank you for saying that. You know me only too well. Well, let me start off by saying thank you. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but just like Rotna says, you go and do what you need to do. I'm from a little town from New Caney, Texas, just north of Houston. And nobody knew who I was at IX Global when I started. But the reason why they know who I am right now is because of this challenge. I debated on whether or not I was going to get in this challenge, and I decided I would. If I couldn't do anything else but give my team, that I would build credibility, and so that we would get to know other people. That's how it all started. But what happened to me turned our whole life around. It just literally, for me to see you operate under the stress and the strain and all of these things, and for you to come out. I went back and looked, And I just have to share this real quick, and I'm watching the time. I went back and looked on July 29th of 23 under where I had posted with Ozzy, and he was posting, and this is what he said. He said, leadership is an action, not a position. And Ozzy was talking about Travis Flaherty, but he was talking about you first. Travis, John Tellerico, I could just name it. I was trying to do my grateful list real quick today, and I didn't get it done, but it was not going to be 5 things. It was going to be one thing. And here's what it is. My favorite chapter in I just went kind of blank here. And
Rich.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm on medication. I'll blame it on that. That's what we do, right? I want to say that my favorite thing there is to learn what it means to move again and move forward and to overcome no matter what, and to take people with you. This is not just about us. It's about all the people we take with us. And there are leaders here, starting with you. I could follow you to sell popsicles. I think I said that last week, because you are willing to you're willing to take on the hurt yourself first before your people would ever suffer. And that is a leader. You reek with that. Don't listen to any stinking thinking anymore. Do you hear me? You've got some people out here that love you and are praying for you. The same way with Travis, the same way with John Tellerico. I can't even name all the people. But here's another thing that we learned. There is no limit and no limitations to the mind except those that we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Yep. You know, my thoughts are different. I came in here and I wasn't drinking enough water. I'm doing 2.5 liters to 3 a day. I mean, that's a big deal for someone that wasn't drinking water at all. I also will tell you that faith is something that you believe in. You can't see it, but you know it's there. And you have led with faith. You reap with faith. And also, however, faith without action is dead. People can talk. And I've heard you say, talk about it. But when are you going to walk it out? John Tellerico says, when are you going to walk this out? You have to do it afraid. You do. We are all products of where we came from. Some of us, and I can be thankful that I did not come from an abusive situation, but there are some of us that did. Some of us were told we would never be anything. We were not anything. Yep. And some of us were told there was not anything that we could do that would make a difference. Well, I can tell you that in the IX Global, in this platform, you will not come away thinking, he won't let you. John Tellerico puts you right on the spot. He'll say, Caroline, how you doing today? Well, tell me, what are your goals, Caroline? And you cannot escape feeling like you're somebody. We all need to do that again. And if we just stop long enough and pay attention, we can take those people with us that don't have the courage. You are full of courage. You are full of courage. You might walk off the stage and cry a bunch of tears, but you come right back, you're at it again. I am so proud of you. And I want to say the last thing I want to say is 2 Timothy 1:7 says this. Whether, you know, what, like you say, we love God. We worship God. We choose how we worship. But this is for everybody. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, we've not been given the spirit of fear by God, but of power and love and a sound mind. I am so thankful for the ones that stayed. And I know God's going to make this company be unbelievably great. And for John, the Million and You program, and this is what you do when you get on here and you want to impress everybody, you don't impress anybody, right? Isn't that what we do? But you know what? God is impressed. He is impressed with what John and you are doing. And I want to say this for Rosemary. Rosemary, wherever you are, I did not forget about you. You are the love of his life. And I know this is not easy, but you have stood with him and we stand behind you. All the women, we definitely stand behind you. I just want you to know that. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to build a team. I can tell you that John is ready to see faces. And if you're out there today and you think you don't have anything going for yourself, and that wasn't my case, I just hadn't done it in a long time. If you don't think you have anything going for yourself, this is a family. Don't look for a company, because we're not just a company. You can find companies. Find the family in us. When you see these leaders get up and talk, and they're so passionate about God, their family, and others. That's all. I wish I could tell you all the details. I'm going to save it for them, and I'll be there again.
We'll save it for the book. We'll save it for the book.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Caroline. Really quick, up next, we'll have one of the guys go. I don't want one of the guys now. I'm going to have to well, Jeff, I can usually never hear. So let's go with Prashad first. Mr. Prashad, if you will. 2 minutes, brother, on the clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Thank you, Joe, sir, for this amazing opportunity. And I want to congratulate all the winners and all the participants also for this amazing challenge. Actually, this challenge made me very happy. These 90 days, how this 90 days has changed my life. Definitely, it was a very great thing. And I didn't had chance to meet or learn from Bob Proctor, sir. But I see every time I learn from John, sir, I see him as a Bob Proctor. Okay, every time whenever he talk, whenever he shares some ideas, it's like I see him as a Bob Proctor, and I am learning many things from him. Definitely, he is truly inspiring. He is very inspiring and giving us very hard education about learning our things and mindset, building our mindset. And really, I admire you, sir, because in last 90 days, every week you talk to us, you suggest us so many things, you directly spoke to us and do many recognitions for us. So it is very helpful for even us, because I worked I worked 3 companies in for job, but I never met any CEOs, never talked to any CEO, never shared anything with CEO, never CEOs can share with us anything, never any CEO inspired us, but you are something special. You every week meet us, every week you inspired us. Thank you so much for inspiring us. And I in last 90 days, I learned many things. And because of that, I have controlled some of the bad habits. I developed my good habits. And because this challenge, this 90 days challenge, even if my business in some rough condition, even in a tough condition also, my mindset is in a tough condition, and I am building it better. And I know, because of this challenge and because of this Living Legacy program, I have developed mentally and physically and even spiritually. And thank you so much, Joe, sir. And thank you so much, John, sir, for this opportunity.
And I love that, Prashad. Thank you so much. And just a little bit about Prashad there. The people, I didn't know him 3 years ago, but he's always been almost the number 1 user on my app. So I want to recognize you for that. I know Flor is going to start giving you a run for your money. So you got to probably keep up there. But before we go over to Flor, okay, Flor, I'm going to keep you for last. I want to go over to Mr. Jeff Trills, because Jeff always has problems with his audio. We can never hear him out there. So Mr. Jeff, are you on there with us?
Can you hear me?
Jeff, are you there? Can you hear us?
See? No, Florida, you can hear me. See? See, there we go. All right, yeah. What's going on?
All right, you can go.
This is our little running joke of me and CEO Joe. Joe, first I want to start by thanking you for even being open to even put this in the program, right? Because a lot of companies don't understand the importance of the mind, and whatever the mind is set on is what you get on. So the fact that you was able to identify that, partner with an amazing program like the Bob Proctor program with Joe Tellerico, man. So I'm excited. First of all, shout out to Joe. I don't know where he's at, but shout out to Joe, because without that part of this whole CEO challenge, I wouldn't have been able to elevate my life and my business by having hiring the who's in my business to help me take this thing to the next level. So I'm super excited about you, John Tellerico, and then the program. I didn't know what I was going to get. I just know I had to get it. Does that make sense? I didn't know what I was going to get. I didn't know I had to get it. So when I got into the program, and not just the program for Bob Proctor, but the other ones that's in there, like the Out with the Devil, like, man, come on, man. I don't think you understand what's in that audio. I mean, for real, people that go and they get that product and they really dive in it, they're gonna be grateful that they did. For $1,100, man, like for real. Like this is crazy, right? So, and the fact that we got a mastermind, this mastermind is like A lot of us like, we don't want it to end. Can we extend it? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's great to see. It's great to see leaders leading and coming together and collaborating and sharing our wins, our losses, our concerns, whatever. But we're coming together for a common goal, and that's what I love most about this program. It's global, and to see how we operate in challenges. It didn't get no challenge in the challenge that we just faced, but we still here, right? Joe is still front and center, right? And that I can commend that. I can get behind that. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I want to share. What do you do when the hard time happens, right? And the fact that we went back to the basics and started, the fact that we went back to the basics and we got to the trading with Eduardo. I mean, I don't know if I said his name right. Eduardo.
There you go. Eduardo. Mr. Lots.
Eduardo, Mr. Lots, right? Now we getting back to the basics, and a lot of people want to get back in and they, I can do it from scratch. This is awesome. So I just want to thank y'all, and I appreciate what you're doing. Shout out, and thank you for the award. I did not expect that. That was awesome. I'm like this. Ooh, my little like
there we go.
Me. And shout out to Florida, Miss Conqueror, Rashna, and Dalu. Y'all motivated me, so y'all's well deserved. I feel like I'm on a speech over here doing a little podium speech.
All right, we're coming up 11:59 or 1:59, 2 minutes. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. All right, guys. Now we got up. Last but not least, like I said, Miss Flor here. Miss Flor in Spanish is flower, and one of the things that I loved about Flor during the challenge is we didn't know each other too much before this. We've known each other as far as the group and stuff like that. But the one thing that I can tell you is, this is a woman of faith. This is a woman, a God-loving and a God-fearing woman, a family woman, and a woman with purpose. And I want to thank her and all the other ladies. And it's kind of, I just want to point this out real quick. If you guys didn't notice, over 90% of our winners, qualifiers, were women. And so the females are taking the leadership here. We love that. And Flor, I know, I don't know how this is going to work because we got translation, Flor, but I want you to speak your mind in Spanish because I know that's your native language. So speak what you need to, and then I'll translate for the English, just a summary of it. So I just want you to speak from the heart, and afterwards I'll give everybody else a summary of what you said, if that's okay.
Estoy muy emocionada. En primer lugar, quiero agradecerte, Joe, por crear este programa, porque definitivamente desde el día 1 que arrancamos este programa lo hicimos con mucha fe, Recuerdo que ya aquel día en Punta Cana, cuando con Dalu hablamos de participar y de sumar a toda la gente de Latinoamérica que iba a participar dentro del programa. Lamentablemente, nadie más nos acompañó. Y con Dalu decía, ¿cuántos somos? Y ella decía, somos tú y yo. Y entonces decidimos ir con todo para podernos sumar y adentrarnos en todo este proceso de cambio, de transformación interna, definitivamente mental.
So first, I'm going to translate, guys, really quickly. First, she says, first, thank you for creating this program. And she remembers back in the Dominican Republic where she talked to Dalu and said, hey, let's sign up, let's join, let's participate in the CEO challenge. And they said, okay, who else wants to join? And it was basically just them two, Dalu and Flor, that ended up taking the challenge. And that, on top of the course only being in English, language barriers, that did not stop her, or that did not stop them from starting.
Yo quiero agradecerte porque cuando yo arranqué este proceso, yo tenía fe. John nos decía, rétense a algo que quieran lograr. Y yo decía, quiero lograr el primer lugar, pero sabía que estaba en el último.
And she is grateful for the challenge and for me challenging everybody in the beginning, and her taking that challenge and her saying, I want to be the first place, I want to be the top winner, but knowing that she was in last place at the moment.
El acompañamiento con tu persona, contigo, Joe, nos ha ayudado muchísimo. Con John Talerico, con el libro de Piense y hágase rico, donde nos decías autosugestión para poder cambiar el pensamiento, autosugestión para poder cambiar el pensamiento, la consistencia. Fueron pilares fundamentales para no detenerte. Y como te dije una vez, el equipo maestro, yo no conocía a nadie, pero fueron tan influyentes en mi proceso que les agradezco infinitamente a cada uno de ellos.
And so as she took on the challenge, and we created within the challenge, we created a system of accountability between myself, John Tellerico, the Think and Grow Rich, the book, the Living the Legacy course, and tying it all together gave us that ability to bring people, like Flor is saying, to the levels of transformation and change and auto-suggestion that they can achieve whatever they set out to do. And she's a testament of that.
Yo hoy le quiero decir a todas las personas que están dentro de este chat y a las que no están también, a que todos los líderes que compartan este mensaje para cada uno de sus equipos y decirles que el CEO Challenge es una oportunidad de cambio. Es que más allá del premio y la recompensa es la transformación interna, mental. Y creo que ha sido perfecto nuestra grabación en el momento que tenía que hacer para llevar a cabo todo el aprendizaje obtenido.
And so with that, she wants to invite everybody to be part of the challenge. All of the leaders that are out there that didn't participate on this first go round, anybody that's listening right now on the recording, understand what the CEO challenge is. And it is a place of transformation. It has been perfect. The timing has been perfect because now, even in these challenging times, the CEO challengers get to implement and practice everything that we learned over the last 90 days inside of the system.
Gracias infinitas a cada uno de las personas que han participado en este proceso de transformación. Gracias a ti, Joe, gracias a Rosemary, porque ustedes son unos pilares fundamentales para poder crear toda esta plataforma de crecimiento y transformación para cada uno de nosotros, porque no solamente es el dinero, es el cambio, es lo que el enriquecimiento mental que nos llevamos con todo este proceso, que no se queda aquí, sino que ganamos un hábito que se va con nosotros para siempre.
And so thank you to me, thank you to Rosemary, thank you to the company and the community for creating these pillars of change. It is not about the money. The money's nice, but it's not about becoming rich. It's about enriching yourself. It's about educating yourself and creating the habits that can take you to a better life. Gracias, Flor. Muchas gracias a todos. Oh, I'm speaking in Spanish. Thank you guys so much, Flor. Muchísimas gracias. Everybody that participated in the CEO Challenge. That was not everybody. That was just some. We want to thank everybody for being part of our community, for being here with us, for being, just who you are. You are in the right place at the right time with the right people. That I can guarantee you. Now it is up to you to take that action. It is up to you to change your life. We will give you the system, we will give you the technology, we will give you the community, the accountability, and we'll even give you the tools. But the only person that can change your life is you. You have to look in your mirror every single day and say, I want more. I want better finances, I want a better relationship, I want a better marriage, I want a better relationship with my kids. I want to do something positive with my life. And that's what IX is about. IX is a way of life. IX is about the mindset and the skill set you need to succeed in the digital age. Products, they're going to go up and down. Markets are going to go up and down. The only constant that you have, the only thing that you can control are your decisions. And your decisions are based on your thoughts. And your thoughts is just a pattern of a way that you talk to yourself, your self-talk. Your thoughts are asking yourself the right questions. So if you are not in the position that you want to be at in life right now, ask yourself, how am I thinking? What questions am I asking myself? How are these questions making me feel? How do I become more in tune emotionally and spiritually to manifest, to attract, to vibrate at the levels you need to. And these are things that we taught within the CEO challenge. If you'd like to join, we're going to be putting that within one of our packages here soon in the upcoming weeks. Transformation is a key pillar of who we are here at IX. You guys have seen it today. You guys will continue to see it for the rest of our time on this earth with IX. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We will see you guys all next week, and can't wait to see a lot of you guys out here September 15th through the 19th. Take care, guys.